Episode 2 of The Penguin is out. Let's talk about it right now. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thank you so much for spending time with me as we rant about movies, comic books, and television shows, as well as the occasional board game. I am your host, Frank Zanca. I'm an award-winning screenwriter, novelist, and comic book writer, as well as a filmmaker. And as far as comics are concerned, we just got this in. We're going to be starting to put our print run in this week for Lords of LA issue 2. I have issue 1 and issue 2 now. It is a full 50 pages of Vampire Bob set in 1950s Hollywood action with plenty of blood, sex, gore, and anything else in between. Yep, nice, it's cool stuff. So, so if you want to put your order in, let me know before I go into my print run. That would be great. And I know I've been talking about this one for quite a bit. We finally launched Mythlords Classic Monsters card game. It is now on Kickstarter. You can check out the link in the description below. And we're about 20% financed right now. We just launched like a little over 24 hours ago now. It's awesome. Plus, it comes with figures like the Frankenstein monster and Dracula. So, good stuff. Anyway, check out the link below. If you can help support us with the game, that would be great. All right, so let's jump into The Penguin, Episode 2. So this feels very Sopranos to me. I wouldn't even say Godfather, because it seems definitely more Sopranos, because it's focusing literally on one guy, where The Godfather, I think, was, with Michael, he had all of these pieces in play, and he was the boss. And I know that, with The Sopranos, he was the boss too, but he constantly got his ass in trouble all the time. And that's how this feels. So this is, of course, the story of Oswald Cobblepot, which they say it's OZ, but I guess that's Oz. But nobody ever at Batman ever called him. They would only call him Oswald, or they called him Penguin, one or the other. Or they called if they were really disrespectful, they called him Cobblepot. But anyway, so I think this show is very good. And it does have twists and turns going on. And we are waiting for him to achieve some kind of a goal of power, which we may not even see in this season, which may or may not become very repetitious if it's constantly him trying to achieve his goal of power without actually achieving something. Because right now he's just spinning his wheels. He's putting all these pieces into play. So the question is, are we going to see that end result by the time this season ends? And if we don't, then I might have a problem with it. But right now, seeing all the pieces in play and seeing what we're doing with the families, which are now going to be basically at war with one another due to the fact that he murdered Albert. And I don't think he did it, I think it was purely out of just, he didn't like what we said, and immediately his hand went for the gun, and it was just on reaction, I think. I don't think he thought it through. It wasn't premeditated, anything. He just went and shot him because he insulted him. The acting in this, Colin Farrell, like I said in the my last review, is totally unrecognizable here. I don't know how many hours of makeup he goes on, but for a TV show, they really had to cut that down. But it looks great. Whoever's doing it looks great. But this one was directed by Craig Zobel. He is the director. He did one of my favorite films, The Hunt. If you haven't seen The Hunt, it's really, really good. It's a low-budget film, independent. And then he also did an episode of Westworld, so this guy knows what he's doing. Kristen Milotti, chews up the scenery every time she's on. If they're on together, the screen just explodes anyway, because they are so strong individually that together they are an unstoppable ensemble. I really like the two characters, and I like the kid as well from the Runaways. And so there's constantly things going wrong, which I like. Everything just can't go his way every single time. He's constantly got to think outside the box. And, during the heist, we had something go wrong where we had one of the main members of the family wanted to come with them and put him in the lead car that was about to get hit. So he had to kill everybody on his own just to get away with it. And then one of the guys they captured and took him out of the hospital, they had to figure out what to do with him because he actually told them that he was going to bring the guy back, right? Tell me if I'm wrong, but he told the other family that he was going to bring the guy back. But I guess he did in a body bag. I don't know. And then I'm still waiting to see what he's gonna do with the photographs, blackmail from the other guy. And that guy's been in everything. He was just in Transformers. He played like one of the heads of G.I. Joe. I think he was in that Netflix show where what's-his-face was playing the president. So, yeah, that guy's definitely been around. He's done a lot of work. But anyway, yeah, some really good stuff here. I am looking forward to seeing what else transpires in this show. And, I can't even say her name. The one playing Nadia Maroney, she's also good. She's got that very raspy voice. She's done Star Trek. She's done her voice is raspy, but it's so recognizable. Just like Clancy Brown's. And it's funny that the two very recognizable voices are married in this show. But she's Persian, and the family is Italian, and I guess because of their children, so the Italian group is becoming more Persian, has more Persian members to it, which is also interesting. So yeah, it's got a lot of moving pieces to it, and if you're not watching it, you definitely should, because they are taking, and I didn't even notice this, I saw something written up that he blocked something with an umbrella. I didn't even remember seeing that. So it's interesting if they did do that. But anyway, I'm wondering how long it's going to take him to move forward into pieces. And his relationship with his mother is very interesting because he's always got something to prove to his mother, and his mother knows that and leans into that. So she constantly manipulates him. And if you don't think that she's manipulating, that's an Italian. It's an Italian thing, man. So anyway, that's it for me on this one. Let me know what you guys think. I'm waiting to see what happens with the next episode. But this was called Inside Man, and it definitely has to do with, he is the inside man, right? So it has to do with who he blames it on. And I won't give that part away. But it was very interesting how all that transpired as well. All right, well, let me know what you guys think. Remember to give me a like and give me a subscribe if you can. And, let me know what you guys are thinking of the series so far. I am trying to go see The Joker tomorrow. So I'll try to do a review on that as well. And remember, too, that Mythlord's Classic Monsters is on Kickstarter right now, where you play as your favorite classic monster. Play as Dracula or Frankenstein, creature from the deep, or the werewolf, and create your monster army and attack little villages. Now you're checking like the Mummy's Tomb, the Ghost Ship, things to that effect. And yeah, there's also a Dark Oz expansion. So we also have the Wicked Witch and things like that for figures and things to that effect. Good stuff. All right. Check out some of my other videos, and I will see you guys on the next episode. All right, thanks, guys. Bye-bye.